My name is Hannah Kolmansberger, and for my community advocacy project, I chose to focus on individuals with disabilities. So, to begin, my selected community was adults with disabilities. And why I chose this community is because throughout history, individuals with disabilities have dealt with discrimination, oppression, and exclusion from society. Over the years, they have fought for equal rights and advocated for opportunities such as transportation, education, housing, and employment. Although strides have been made in school systems and in other areas, adults with disabilities still struggle to obtain these equal rights and fight against discrimination in society. So, what is a disability? According to the CDC, a disability is any condition of the mind or body that makes it more difficult for the person with the disability to do certain activities and interact with the world around them. In the US, 61 million adults live with a disability. The issue that I chose to address was empowerment and discrimination. These issues have been throughout history. For example, during the Progressive Era in the 1900s, much of society viewed the community as a pool of genes that needed to be cleansed. Randolph Bourne was a writer and political activist in the 20th century who wrote a foundational piece of literature for the community of individuals with disability. In this piece called The Handicap, he went into detail about the internal struggles and mental health implications that affected individuals with disabilities. He discussed how society's views and stereotypes caused internal conflict and a lack of confidence in individuals with disabilities. Society felt the need to cure and fix individuals with disabilities. This feeling of shame and guilt carried over into the impacted community. Why advocating these issues are important today. In June of 2021, the Supreme Court ruled the Affordable Care Act to continue to provide coverage for individuals with disabilities. This was a result of 19 national organizations coming together to fight for access to healthcare. This shows how these organizations came together and fought for individuals with disabilities so that they were able to have healthcare. Adults with disabilities continue to struggle to find housing, employment, transportation, and education so that they can thrive as equal members of society. Although the exclusion of adults with disabilities from society has come a long way, there is still a need for inclusion and empowerment. In order for empowerment to increase and discrimination to decrease, the greater community must be educated and aware of the inequalities that this chosen community experiences. The format of my project is going to be through a documentary. So I'm going to be picking out volunteers, 5 adults with disabilities will be chosen to participate in this documentary, and they will go into detail of their outward and inward life. The documentary will be filmed in downtown Chattanooga, where the adults reside. It will give an inside look on their day-to-day lives, such as their housing situations, their employment, how they get around through transportation, and their local community. The film will not only document their day-to-day lives, but it will go through interviews to give an inside look at their personal development and confidence as someone going through life with a disability. The audience will be advertised to be presented at Miller Park in downtown Chattanooga to the greater community. The goals of this project are to increase awareness, empower the community of individuals with disabilities, and prevent discrimination. Increasing awareness of the discrimination and inequalities of adults with disabilities, the goal is to create awareness so that individuals are fully capable, so that people are aware that these individuals are fully capable human beings if given the correct resources in society. Empower the community of individuals with disabilities by connecting them to the local community as well as connecting them with other individuals with disabilities. To empower these individuals, it's really important to provide relationships and so that they can connect with the community around them. Prevent discrimination by educating and working to diversify the community through advocacy and empowerment of the individuals with disabilities. The objectives will start by funding. We will partner with the Tennessee Disability Cohabitation to bring funding to the documentary and presentation. We will find local volunteers for the film, narrowing it down to 5 participants. We will inform the participants of all aspects of the documentary and gain consent forms. We will begin the documentary on July 1st, 2021, and end the documentary on July 14th of 2021. To advertise this presentation, we will post flyers throughout the city in local businesses, public transportation, local schools, housing agencies, and around the streets. We will present the documentary at Miller Park, located in downtown Chattanooga, on August 1st, 2021. This event will have games, food truck, tables set up from local nonprofit organizations, and of course, the presentation of the documentary. And these are my references. Thank you.